is that guy. And Cornelia is the most likely one in there. They're in charge of the southern provinces. Okay. All right. No, it could be much worse. Let's see here for food. I'm gonna put grain pits on this for now, because it's gonna help with unit replenishment. And I'm starting to move out of my core territories. That's another thing, actually. That's a really good thought or a good idea, is to put grain pits in one of them in a given area, especially if you're making conquests in there. You get a little bit of food. You get decent wealth from farming, more so than you do from the grain fields anyway. Right? The farmers are 60 wealth, but a lot of food. Now, what did I say here? Shrine to Minerva. Yes, shrine to Minerva. Okay. And which one was I going to do down here? Yes, Vulcan. Okay. Oh, wait. Vulcan doesn't give much in the way of public order, does he? Yeah. Well, it's enough. Mm. No, Jupiter's 4% from all sources. Tell you what, that and he's got a high Latin cultural influence, so let's go ahead and put, yeah, but Vulcan's going to do 5 to industry, and with bread and games enacted, it's another 5%. Let's go ahead and do the shrine to Jupiter, though. It'll increase the growth of Roman culture. And go ahead and clip that guy because I'm kind of, I don't know. Like I said, I don't like having a lot of. I don't like having a whole bunch of ranged units. Celtic warriors, 135 for mercenary Celtic warriors. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow, the province that I just collapsed, captured. That's funny. Well, okay, if that's the way he wants it. Um, that's really weird. They were one of them. I mean, wow. I mean, just wow. I mean, not that I'm not grateful. Um, Not that I'm not grateful. It's just that's really Occupy the settlement. Okay. Okay. Well, we've got another military tradition. That's nice. Um. Well, here's the thing. Unrelenting Force gives me greater flexibility as far as moving around. Charge bonus, not to mention the charge bonus, that's also really nice. And morale. But Inexorable Conquerors gives you more weapon damage and more missile damage. And then it adds morale for all units during battles in foreign territory. I still like the idea of them moving further. Now that also is quite nice actually. Stalwart Defenders, they bump armor and melee defense and attack range for all missile units. Huh. Let's go ahead and add a Formidable Fighters just sticks with weapon. It starts off with weapon damage, but then it's weapon damage and melee attack skill, which that builds up rather nicely too. Um, Inexorable Conquerors, though, is weapon damage and then morale for units during battles in foreign territory. Let's go with Unrelenting Force first, though, because I really do like that movement range. And for the champion, we're going to, let's see here. Ooh. Melee attack skill for all heavy infantry units. Melee defense skill for all heavy infantry units. And morale for all heavy infantry units. I still like giving him Drill Sergeant first, though. Okay. And that's hilarious. They start off with bloody Praetorians. Oh my god, this is why it's just kind of like, what? What? They get Praetorians already? Ah, boy. All right. Well, the dogs are going to be a little trickier against these guys to use against these guys. Maybe just a little bit. Not terribly. All right, anyway. Put them Hastati right there. Praetorian cavalry, good. Those are right there. The Praetorians, those are going to be problematic. And he's got two groups of them. Bloody hell. All right. Gladiator Spearmen seem to be relatively lightly armored. Oh, that's a rather diverse cast of characters, isn't it? Oh, no wine tonight. Oh, those are some wicked looking weapons too. They've gotten pretty good about this sort of stuff over the years. What, is Triarii marching really slow or something? What's going on? What's going on with that? They can't move in a defensive testudo. Okay. Okay. Put them where they're going to do the most damage. Get the war dogs ready. Get the general up here. And group 7. Okay. Oh no, really? Come on. Where do you think you're going? God, they don't stand a chance, man. Oh, I hate this. All right, boys, let's get on in here. Everybody in. My God, those dudes. I swear. Oh my goodness, those Praetorians, they're crazy. They're sort of surrounded too, though, now, so it's not going to be good for them this time. What happened to my other Triarii? Oh my God, did they get slaughtered? Probably. Now, one thing they don't do anymore is tell you when a general dies. Yeah, costly victory that, you know, makes sense. Yeah, it looks like my Triarii they got handled. Well, that's what I get for sending them in against those Praetorians. Good Lord, those Praetorians. Yeah, well, these guys are getting enslaved. That's what they get. That's what they deserve. God, this army is it's they're freaking hammered. Why? Oh, I know why. Um, anyway, let's try to reconvert, shall we? And I don't know. Do I want to do that? And then if I do that, I get Celtic light horse, Celtic short swords, Celtic warriors, and Celtic skirmishers. Celtic skirmishers, I think, are superior. I think I'm not sure. They might be superior to the Velites, but yeah, no. Let's go ahead and put consecrated ground on there. That reminds me. Family matters. Can we marry you yet? Yes, let's seek a spouse. Marriage arranged. Hey. All right. 23. Okay, good. Good. Um, House of Cornelia, and if I recall correctly, the House of Cornelia's general is down there. So let's go ahead and replace him with the guy that we just got. Cornelia. Yeah, no, we're going to hire him. And I'm going to give him a general and bodyguard. Let's go ahead and hire. All right, there we go. Keeping it in the family, as it were. Okay. Look at that. Everybody was waiting on their borders to see what would happen to these guys. Wow, that's wild. Let's go ahead and another herding ground down here. Yeah, and he just, well, good thing he only had those guys. So, yeah, it's best not to wait. Oh, boy. I really hope I have enough soldiers to. I hope I don't lose any of my units. That would be really rough. All right. Anyway, okay. Tell you what. This is how we're gonna do this. All right. And yes, it is one of the downfalls of this game that the AI is really not. They're not very inventive. Bracing morale, melee defense, or bracing protection against missiles. Let's form a defensive testudo. I think it's more like a traditional phalanx. Um, dogs I'm gonna put right here for now, actually. And then actually, no, let's put the dogs right up here. Yeah, and that way we can break up his formations before they get to us. The Principes, my good group of Principes, I'm gonna stick right there. All of my other forces are pretty well hammered though. Good grief. Equites. Let's put these Equites back here. Put the general right here. And the Hastati. I'm going to bring the Hastati up because they're easy enough to replace. Alright, so Hastati, you guys can go right there. There. Okay. Alright, let's start this thing. Okay, let's go ahead and move this along just a little bit. Move it along a little bit more. Okay, he's sending in his skirmishers first. All right, let's get the dogs after him. Now, war dogs are somewhat capable in a melee. The handlers are anyway. They're kind of tough guys actually. They have to be. I mean, look at the animals that they deal with. These vicious beasts of war. Man, where are they? Where'd they go? Oh yeah, they're still in there. They're still working. Work on them, dogs. Work on them. Work on them, boys. Yeah, buddies. Where's the rest of the dogs? Oh, there they are. they're finishing off that one group of skirmishers. All right, that was a little bit more, well, comfortable, perhaps. How did those other guys get 21 kills? They weren't even in combat. That makes no sense. And like I said, we're going to you wanna start a rebellion? Okay, fine. Not like I ever did anything to you anyway. Oh, these guys are still in the fight. Huh. They want 130 gold. Tell you what. Tell you what. You want a peace treaty? You're gonna give me gold. Where is it? Where is it? Payments. Hmm. Ooh, martial ambition. Yes, 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 yes. All right. And here we go. And I'm just going to auto-resolve this one because, well, he's got like 5 guys left. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. These guys got their own military tradition. Let's make them formidable fighters as well. And then we'll set them on force march. Get them out of there. There we go. All right, all right, all right, all right. Still got 17 men there. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Well, that's one crisis averted, yes. 'Cornelia's gonna be a problem, aren't they? 24 and 30. Well, okay, they're loyal. Their loyalty is back up. Okay. Mm-hmm. 3,000 for a Temple of Neptune. Yes. Okay. Now that should have put that back firmly in my control. Region growth, region wealth, faction, political party affiliation. Yes, yes, yes. That's House of Julia. House of Junia is isolated on that little island over there. And the House of Cornelia is in Magna Graecia. That's not what I want to do. All right. So, let's go ahead and end this turn. Who is going to be our next victim? Yeah, we didn't finish off those one guys, but that's okay. They're over there where they really can't do anything right now. they're kind of having their own problems right now anyway. Recruiting a fleet. Come on, really, guys? I'm not going to recruit any fleets right now anyway because, well, because. Let's see here. Parent army, parent army, parent army. Let's go ahead with. We're not actually there yet because the Hastatis aren't heavy infantry, they're medium. So the only infantry that would be affected by that right now are the Principes and Triarii, which, you know, that's fine. 19 per turn. 4 turns, good grief. Tribal Confederation, the Dalmate formed a tribal confederation, the Illyrian Confederation, and the Venetes. I could be butchering that. Oh, Marcus Junius Brutus swears like a trooper. Well, I guess it doesn't pay to have a filthy mouth, huh? He's got all these little short swords. Spear warriors are kind of tough. I would like to replenish my troops a little bit though before I go messing around with them guys. Recruit units. Can I recruit Velites? Yes. Velites will recruit one of them and we'll disband one of them. How about that? Okay. Alright. Cohort organization is coming along in 11 more turns. War declared. The Illyrian Confederation and the Ventis. Oh, let them take them out. Let them go at each other like that. That's fine. Oh, and you know what I can do now? What I would like to do now? I'll leave these guys, actually. I'll leave them alone. Let's see here. Now these guys are actually really nice. The Suki Extraordinariis, they're pretty decent secondary heavy infantry. They're just expensive. I mean, 150 for them. Principes are only 118. They're more expensive than the Triarii. But that being said, once you get to the legions, they're actually quite a bit less. Okay. Oh yeah, that does remind me actually. There are some tasty mercenaries down in Magna Graecia. The Samnite warriors, those guys are really good. The Campanian cavalry also very good. Mercenary hoplites definitely worth having, as are the mercenary veteran hoplites. Those guys are pretty disgusting, and they better be for how much they cost to keep. I could afford those now, but I'm not going to just yet. He's got a lot of missile troops. That would be somewhat painful, but at the same time, that's what I find the war dogs are most effective for, going after these lightly armored barbarian units like the skirmishers and the slingers and stuff. They're really good at going after them. Even the Celtic warriors they can handle a little bit because again they're lightly armored. Their armor's a little heavier though. These guys 25 armor. They tear them apart pretty good. And they're just vicious. Uh, though I do honestly, I rather like the idea of having both of my family members. No, 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 no. Don't want to do that, do I? So I gotta have somebody who's loyal to my party down here, don't I? You know what though? Let's risk it. We'll move him up. We'll swap out armies. Recruit an agent. Hey, look, I can hire another guy. What this Miss Ponius Gellius. Let's go with that guy. Okay, let's go ahead and end that turn. I don't like how he's still sitting on the border there. That's okay. Faction destroyed. The Ventis are gone. Hmm. Equites cost 107. How much do the auxiliary cavalry cost? 140. Geez. But they're disciplined. They do have a bit of an advantage over the Equites in prolonged melee. I think mainly because their armor actually is better. Um, Shrine to Jupiter is always a solid option. Oh, let's hunt down those pirates. I don't like pirates. I know, I know. What about Captain Jack Sparrow? Well, he shouldn't mess around in Roman waters. Send him down here. 2 authority when lit. Wow. Hmm. Hmm. Who is he friends with? Nobody right now? Really? He's got no friends. Well, that's unfortunate. Let us Axe warrior Celtic tribe. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna declare war. And we're gonna go at him. Let's do it. Oh yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. He wants to sit on my borders like that, fine. You should have moved that other army to protect your coastal city, buddy. I know I'm terrible. Attacking unsuspecting neighbors like that. Yes, well, this is for the glory of Rome. Actually, it's more of a restorative effort at this point, isn't it? Yeah, just I like having levies just to sort of I don't know they're kind of like good to have just as a trash unit to kind of absorb things at least early game. You know, I get rid of a lot of units. I kind of have a standard army formulation once I get. Let me see here. Do I really want to do that? No, I don't actually. The Triarias, I don't want them on point. I want these guys on point. Yeah. You know, anytime you want to stop talking, buddy, that would be great. No, don't quick march. Mm-hmm. Bindaratu, Bindarato. Campaign goes well so far. You know, just expanding my borders. Pushing north into you know, into northern Italy and up into the Alps and stuff right now. That's about where we're at. Let's see here. Hmm. Uh, Not sure that there's auxiliary war dogs. These are just war dogs, like straight up. This is what the Romans will get for themselves. They do come from the auxiliary barracks though. So if that's the nature of your question, yeah, yeah. I've found that war dogs are kind of a cheap and effective way of dealing with barbarians, because most of their units are lightly armored. There we go. Set them off over there. Okay, he's got his axe warriors lined up over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and give them a little inspiration. All right. There goes the fellas. Set them to skirmish mode. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Shift our cavalry over here. All right, boys, get on in there. And the spearmen are starting to break, which kind of is not a surprise. Okay. Let's break you guys out of there. Triari, I can handle it from here. Uh-oh, it looks like my other auxiliary spear group broke. All right, boys, it's time to run. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. The dogs are done with the melee, guys. now they're on their ways back over here. Oh no. Oh no, that's not going to be happy for them. Oh my goodness. While having to deal with dudes with sort of like badass spearmen. Oh, that was it. That was it, fellas. Well done, war puppies. Oh man, my auxiliaries got trashed, but that's kind of, again, that's kind of what they're there for. Damn, those dogs racked up 245 kills without losing one of the handlers. That's why I like them. You just throw them in and then let the handlers sit back. The dogs, for the most part, go to work. Man, they tore them up. All right, we're going to occupy this settlement as well. Yes, they're good at that too. I find I like to throw them. I really like to throw them into lightly armored missile units because they're great at first of all disrupting them, and more often than not they make them run away too. So if you can knock out a missile unit or two pretty early in the battle, it saves your troops that much. Because, well, let's face it, missile units are kind of important. They're great. They're really good at softening up enemy formations and things, and it works both ways. Hell, sometimes I throw them at siege units. You ever set them loose on a catapult emplacement or something like that? Oh man, they hurt them. They hurt them real bad. Alrighty, let me see here. Where am I at on time? That's about where I am on time. We'll end this turn, and I'm kind of getting about to the end of my stream anyway. So we'll go ahead and end this turn, see what he's gonna do, and we'll go ahead and cut it off then. And he's gonna come out there and raid. I kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of disappointed that he's not going to attack, but at the same time, I really understand why he's not going to attack. I don't think he's got an army really that's going to do anything against this group. Yeah, he kind of doesn't. And he's also out of food now, which, let's see here. Let's take this. I mean, I could do that, but at the same time, I'd rather put it in the central city. So, though that does give you a good garrison. Hmm. Now let's dismantle that, and we'll turn this into a fishmonger for now. 31 food. Hmm. And we'll turn that into a fishmonger for now. Wow, Macedon has been taken out. You know, sometimes it's kind of like really a shame sometimes. You know, nations that you hope to like square off against down the road, like Sparta. It'd be great if Sparta managed to stay in this, because honestly, I'd like to try to tackle them. I hope they hang around. Macedon, Sparta usually takes out Macedon from what I usually if Sparta can get going early, if they can get the troops early. And I mean, you know, I've done campaigns at Sparta before too. They're really hard actually to get up into later because you start off with one minor province within a larger um, grouping. What's the word? Why am I brain farting on that? So Sparta can be tough, but there you go. If they can hang around, that would be great. Macedon, they would be actually really interesting to come up against too. Later game. Uh, I know sometimes it's fun just to play as the barbarians, just to see how you handle against like the Romans and stuff like that. I've done games as like the Suebies and stuff like that. That's a lot of fun. And there, you know, then it's a challenge because it's like you don't get the economic or industrial base that Rome gets. That's, you know, Rome is good to demo this kind of stuff with because it really teaches you. You know, I mean, if you do it right, it'll sort of show you how to do economics. You know, it's part of the tricky nature of this. If you run into the hole, it can go downhill real quick. I mainly like playing Rome though because of their unit diversity. It's unmatched. You build auxiliary barracks in different places, and you get access to all different kinds of units. So it's a lot of fun that way. Like if you come down and take Crete, you can get auxiliary Cretan archers, and that's, you know, that's game over as far as ranged combat's concerned. It's really cool. Um, and maybe I should make a rule in my a rule to myself is not to make any alliances. I'm just gonna go to war with everybody and see how it turns out. Yeah, from what I've seen, yes. It's really the barbarians that become, well, maybe not so much actually. Um, More so than anything, it's the weather. Huh. So the superpowers either stagnate or get wiped out. Now, when you're playing as Rome, I guess yes. And maybe, you know, I started fooling around with like the Empire Divided storyline. That's actually kind of cool. I'm liking that so far. But I like to play around with something a little bit before I go ahead and stream it. So you know maybe that's a future endeavor, um, to sort of, you know, do one of those alternative campaigns. My brother, he really recommends the Rise of the Republic campaign. He said that was really cool. It was a really cool campaign. I just like the big grand campaign. You know, you kind of do what you want. It's more or less of a sandbox. You know, you can make alliances and go to war with who you want, when you want, how you want. And like I said, I think I'm going to make that challenge on myself here. Is just I'm not going to make alliances. Yeah, I just recently got, what was it, Beasts of War, I think, and the Daughters of Mars or whatever, the the adds the female units and stuff like that. Just for kicks. Um, but yeah, if you have any of the other DLCs, the Empire Divided's pretty cool. It picks up right around the time where the Rome is starting to itself, Rome itself is starting to collapse. I guess it's like pre Attila, but it's like the Empire's divided, and it's still the Grand Campaign map. I mean, it's the whole map, but it's so far it's pretty cool. I just started one as the Saxons. Why? I guess I have a certain soft spot for the Germanic tribes. Huh. Oh, alrighty. Let me see here. Yeah, that's gonna be about time for me this session. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Actually, you're kind of a first in that. So it's a new experience for me. But then again, I haven't been at this that long. So thanks for stumbling on my channel. I hope you're enjoying the content and stuff so far. And I do also, any of these I do also upload over to YouTube, and I have some other stuff over there if it interests you. Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm trying to do like 2 times a week right now, and I think I'm gonna fix it like 2 set times actually. A lot of my other stuff is World of Tanks. Sometimes that's pretty much in the morning when I first get up. If you're into World of Tanks, but yeah, so I'm trying to do what is it? Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm trying to have set times Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with my strategy games on the set times. Makes more sense, at least I think. Um, anyway, yeah, cool, cool. Hopefully you'll 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so probably won't see your early streams. Yeah, well, some of those, and again, I've been on YouTube longer actually, but then I started getting it in my head that Twitch, a lot of people do streams and stuff on Twitch, so why not? And the content apparently is easily transferable. So, like I said, you can get on YouTube too. I put more, I have more stuff on there right now. Um, but anyway, and I also try to there are some I try to actually set. Alrighty. Oh, thanks for the follow. And is it Binderato or is it Binderatu? Toe like the things on your feet. Sorry, names. I mean, Binderato. Okay, Binderato. That's spelling it phonetically. That's good. Alrighty, alrighty. Well, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, right now 2 times a week for my strategy games, but it's random other times. So sometimes, I'm on late at night. I got nothing better to do. Feel like running some tanks, and I might live stream that as well. Uh, if you're into World of Tanks, that is. I don't know. It's all this is all new to me. It's like who's into what, and, what's the best stuff to do. It's a learning process, and I am on the curve. But anyway, thanks for the follow, and I will catch you and hopefully some others next time. So till then, take care. This is Wolf 190D signing off.